This is our life. So, there's like this set of books that I want, and I bought some credits on Paperback Swap, so I'm getting some of the books that I've been wanting. This didn't come from Paperback Swap. I don't remember where we got this from. Maybe it did come from Paperback Swap. That or Amazon. This is another good book, but we got this, believe it or not, out of the free box at Salvation Army. And, well, we've been putting stuff away, so I can't just, you know, turn around and grab things. Carolyn got me a copy of the Anti-Federalist Papers, and I just ordered the Federalist Papers this morning off of Paperback Swap. I also ordered Democracy in America, unabridged, off Paperback Swap.
See, you find me a Jefferson Bible off of there.
No, my wife would like a Jefferson Bible off of Paperback Swap.
Well, I don't want to pay
an arm and a leg
for it.
For those who don't know the Jefferson Bible, basically Thomas Jefferson went through the New Testament and took out all the supernatural and things like that, and he basically boiled it down to a philosophy. But anyway, so there are another couple of books on bipolar disorder and depression and using nutrition as a treatment method, and I want to get those two books. There are a couple of books that I want to get Carolyn. I don't want to say what they are because I don't want her to know that I'm trying to get them for her. Well, it's okay if she knows that I'm trying to get her a couple of books, but I don't want her to know what the titles are. As for the radio, the ham radio, one of my friends from All Recipes asked about it. I don't have a license yet, and I don't have antenna, wires, microphones, code key, or speakers, microphone, code key, and wires, antenna, and I may need, and eventually I will need, even if I don't need them now, new tubes. You know, there was a time where you could go down to the store with your tubes to check to see if they were okay or not, and I don't know of any place like that anymore. The types of books that I like really runs the gamut. Political philosophy, especially anarcho-capitalism, individualist anarchism. I mean, oh, not that book. There's another book I have that Thoreau, Henry David Thoreau, would have been an individualist anarchist. Also some books on economics, even though I can't stand economics. The dismal science. I'd like to get more handyman type books. And what I'd really like to get, and I've said this before, is a Mukjong, and it doesn't have to be teak like the one I used to have, but a decent one. A Mukjong, a heavy bag stand, preferably with a speed bag platform, and a jiu-jitsu dummy. Although where we'd put them in the apartment itself, I don't know. We could put them in the basement, though. A wringer washer. If we had a wringer washer, that would make a huge difference in our lives. Because we could put the wringer washer in the kitchen. And then we wouldn't have to waste money at the laundromat. Because I think it really does cost more to do laundry at the laundromat than if you were doing it at home. but we're not in a position to buy a modern, fancy, even a used washer and dryer. But if we had a wringer washer, that would be nice. That would work for us. We had one growing up. Of course, when you traveled the way we did and lived in the places we lived, you know, Spain, Germany, Okinawa, Virginia, Texas, you needed something like a wringer washer, because you didn't know when or where. You know, there's issues with water supply. There's issues with where are you going to wash your clothes. There might not be a laundromat for you to use. And we have one. It's a foldable clothes rack, dryer, whatever. It'd be nice to get another. Well, it'd be nice to get a couple more. I mean, they fold up, so you know, you can just stick them between two bookcases or whatever. Our friend, we haven't heard from our friend today. She said she was going to come back by today to help us do some more work to the apartment, and we haven't even heard from her. We called her, we sent her a message online, haven't heard from her. She's probably out there busy doing something though. She does a lot of different things, you know, so she's a busy person. Anyway, I need to get another possibles bag, so maybe I don't. But this is a stringer. Maybe I can put it in the one we do have. As for things that I want to dry in the food dehydrator, of course, eggs. I've already said eggs. Potatoes, carrots, maybe even sweet potato. You know, those fruits, vegetables, things that if there's ever an emergency of some sort, we'll have food. And we'll have lightweight food, and we don't have to spend an arm and a leg to buy dehydrated or freeze-dried food. We'd also like to get a what are those thingamajigs called?
Vacuum sealer.
A vacuum sealer. Thank you, sweetie. A vacuum sealer, so the stuff we dry, we can vacuum seal it. Get another couple of those orange buckets from the hardware store, and
I wish we could get metal ones.
Yeah, that would be nice. And put like a plastic bag inside of it, and then put the smaller plastic bags of dried food in there. We were thinking we could probably get some of those orange buckets and use them for water. I'd want to clean it out with alcohol first, or bleach or something, and then let it air out. I don't see why we couldn't do that. I think you might even be able to find a little spigot to put on.
Well, maybe if we could find like from a bakery, or in a grocery store, or a bakery store on its own, and they have usually like frostings in the white buckets. So they would be food quality too.
Yeah. So anyway, my wife likes Christian literature, and she likes a lot of different things.
Don't start hissing at me, people, because I fight back.
No,
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
some people get the anti-Christian attitude.
Oh no, she was asking what we like to read, and I'm just saying. I also like survival, prepping type things, political philosophy, history. I was a history major in college. Medical, because if it hits the fan, I want us to be able to take care of each other and possibly as a means to take care of others, which would endear ourselves to others if it got that bad. Of course, ammunition and 2 or 3 more guns, 1 more pistol, 9mm, and a 12-gauge shotgun, a 22 rifle, and a 308. I think that would be pretty good. The 22 and the 308, I'd like a scope. And we still need to go through this one bookcase again. See, we have a crate behind me of books that we're gonna get rid of, and we haven't even worked on the bedroom yet. If you saw the kitchen, you might say, well, what's clean and neat about it? Well, if you would have seen it beforehand, you would understand it's a lot cleaner and neater. We haven't heard anything about the piano, so I'm starting to wonder and get concerned about that. But another thing I wanted to do was this little kitchen island that we made. I'd like to find another board to go on top of the board that's there. That way it'll raise it up just a tad bit more. And a work surface, workspace, a work surface. Because what's up there right now is just some scrap wood. And it'd probably be good to move it over this way just an inch or two, because it's kind of a tight space. But the piano would fit perfectly right there. I'd like to get some books on how to play the piano and piano exercises and John Denver songbooks, and I'd like to get a classical guitar too, and a small pipe, a small bagpipe, like an Irish pipe or an Uilleann pipe would be really nice, and a bodhrán, an Irish drum. But anyway, we finally got the rifle rack, the smaller one, out, and we put the bigger one up. And we have the 2 rifles and shotgun up there. The shotgun doesn't work. It's from the 1880s, and it goes back in my family. It's been passed down generation to generation. The other 2 rifles do work, but we only have ammunition, a little bit of ammunition for one of them. We're trying to organize and clean, and all my tools don't fit in the toolbox, so we didn't get a tool bag or toolbox or anything like that this month. Be nice to get one next month. I still am not sure everything would fit in the combination of the box and the bag, but most of it would be out of the way finally. The nice thing about the bag is you have those pockets on the inside and outside. That I like, and it'll help us keep track of like tape measures and things. I don't know if I can do it, but it would be nice to put a shelf up where the old rifle rack was over the door. That would just give us some more space. The thing is, you have to consider where this rack is and where the butt of the rifle, butt of the shotgun, and one of the rifles stick out. Back to the land and wild edible plants. Those are things that I like. Nature study books. History, of course. Like I said, I was a history major. But instead of buying a bunch of books, right now what we're trying to do is deal with this apartment and get it clean and neat. We have some of the china from my parents' wedding. My aunt, up in Canada, she always, for weddings, she gets everybody a set of china, and it's always the same pattern. So, something else I was thinking of, with toy box, toy chest, toy sorter organizer. Yeah, I was looking in the kitchen yesterday, and I could actually put it in front of the table when we're not using it, and then move it over when we are using the table. It would be simple. But then finding one that's not going to cost an arm and a leg. They had one at, it was Target or Walmart. They just had one, and it was like $30-40, I think. So, but anyway, I guess yeah, it'd be really nice to have the Mukjong, the Jiu-Jitsu dummy, and the speed bag platform and heavy bag stand. We could do more exercises that way. We could do self-defense training to some degree. I like martial arts books too, even though I'm not using them right now. Anyway, y'all have a great day. It's been a very long video. Goodbye. We still have Christmas cards up there.